Okay, well, welcome back to a very chilly episode of Southside Fishing. I am your host with the least, Nick, and today I just got out to this spot trying to catch some fish, and I guess I should have checked the weather report because it is super windy and super cold. I don't really expect to catch much today because of that. The waves where I'm fishing they're pretty big. It's gonna make it hard to bottom fish, which was one of the things I was planning on doing, bottom fishing for carp and then casting a spoon for some cohos that are here and some brown trout. But hopefully we can get on some fish today. Stay tuned. The waves aren't too bad. They're there. You know, you notice them, but they're not too bad. Someone was fishing here with a little Senko, apparently in a very small hook. But I also again forgot my can opener. That sucks, but it's okay because we have the good old handy dandy bolt that we can just bash it open on and hopefully not lose our hands one way. There we go. All right, that is set up and ready for a fish, hopefully. We'll take a spoon, we're gonna cast it. We're gonna walk over there and we're gonna cast the spoon. Hopefully get a brown. Please give me a brown. Or a salmon. I'll take that too. Don't get me wrong. Oh my God. It is going to be especially hard to detect the bite because that rod's going to always be moving because of that, of the waves basically. If you like bottom fishing, this is gonna be a little tip for carp fishermen, cat fishermen, any bottom fishermen basically. If you like bottom fishing and you don't really necessarily know where to go in the summer or in the winter, try to find anywhere that has warm water discharge. If you're lucky enough to have some warm water cooling lakes near you, try those because you're going to get bit. That's where the fish are going to be. Especially, I'm on Lake Michigan. The rest of the water is freezing cold out there, right? It's the middle of winter. This water's warm. So where do you think the fish are going to go? They're going to go from that cold water to the warm water. That's why they're so stacked over here. It's a very good place to try to catch some fish. If I pull up to a new spot and I'm looking for a good spot that's, cast a line to try out for the first spot, I look for anywhere with a cove. Like this is a cove, it's a main lake and it dips back into here. It's basically a big U shape. Fish love to hang out there. That's where the majority of the fish are going to be year round, really. So it's always a really good place to try when you're pulling up to a new spot. And even if it's not new and you haven't tried it before, try the coves. The coves are very good. Oh, I'm getting smacked already. Oh, look at the ice already forming. Look at that. That's how cold it is. Oh my goodness. Look at that. That is how cold it is, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess I really should have thought about that before I chose a reel that had braid on it. Because that's pretty much done for. Yeah, that's pretty much done for. Wow. I literally got to blow my reel off every 30 seconds to get rid of that ice. I got something. I'm not quite sure what it is. You know what? I actually am pretty sure I know what it is. I haven't even seen it yet. I'm almost 100% positive that it's a freaking shad, I bet. Is it? Oh no, it's a brown. It's a brown in the mouth. Yes, it's a little brown. Yes, baby. Right in the mouth. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okie dokie, okay. Alright, okay. Okay, I should have brought my net over here. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, 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 hey. Okay. Hey. Yes, baby, what? Within the first 10, 15 minutes. I'll take that. Okay. God, these guys fight so hard. I don't know how I'm gonna land them. I guess I'll just bring them up here, I guess, but yes, there we go, baby. That's a good sign. There we go. Hell yeah. I don't want to boat flip them, but I think I'm gonna have to boat flip them. But if it gets off, it's okay, because I'm not keeping any of them today. I'm just fishing for fun, honestly. Yes! Get up here. Get up here. Yes. Okay. Okay, baby. Yes. Look at that brown. It's a good one too. It's a good, I think that eats. I think that would eat. Okay, okay, okay. Boom, baby. Yes. That is the first brown I've ever caught on a spoon. So that's exciting. My reel just went for a drink. It's not good. Especially since it's so cold out here. I gotta cast it to get that. Okay. Yes. Hell yeah. I knew I was getting smacked. So I got a little, I believe it's a 3/8 ounce KO wobbler. It's that white cream and blue. I believe it glows in the dark. That Johnny Moore's Carbon Light to work. Putting that thing to the test. This is my first ever bait caster, and I got it, what, like 6 years ago? And now I'm still using it because it is a fantastic rod. Super sensitive, super strong, perfect tip, except that I broke the tip off. But man, my reel is just icing up right now. But it is was a 7-foot, you know, medium heavy fast action. Now it's more like a 6/8, you know, medium heavy. The reel I'm using, a 7.2 to 1 gear ratio. This is a Shimano Corrado 70. So it's their shallower spool. And you might be asking, well, if you're casting a heavy spoon super far, why are you using a shallow spoon or a shallow spool? And the answer to that is because I don't know. I want to. So let's get up, let's get back casting, and hopefully we can get ourselves another. Oh my God, my rod fell over and I didn't even see it. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, buddy. Nope. Hey, little midday update. Bite slowed down. Cold. Don't know how much longer I'm going to be out here, but we have caught a brown trout, which I'm so excited for. It's also my first brown trout on a spoon, so that's awesome to knock that off the bucket list. We're going to keep chucking a wine here for a little bit. I'm going to try to stick it out for as long as I can, see if I can't get any more action. But if not, I'm going to go home and we're going to have a little chat, a little important chat. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. That's awesome. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I did come out here with the mindset of, oh, the waves are high, it's really windy, it's freezing out, that I'm not going to catch anything. But that just proves my point that these hot water discharge places in the winter are just phenomenal to fish. Another little tip: if you're ever fishing a place like this where that current's pushing out, and you're standing right here in the slack water and you want to get right alongside, if not in that current, cast into the current, keep your bail open, let that current take your bait farther down. You're gonna farther cast that way because it's pushing it further out, and then reel in. Is that a fish or is that a snag? That might be a snag. That's a snag. No, no, my spoon. Well, that's my only cream and blue spoon. Just highly unfortunate, but I can get it, dude. Got it, there we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, every time you get a snag, you gotta check your line for abrasion. So you do not want to smack or break off on that one fish, that big fish that you catch. Check the hooks, make sure they're not bent out. All good. Bars. Big bars. Oh, my drag. What the hell? I know you guys heard that. Oh my God. My drag, it's set really tight, but it's so cold that it just slipped. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. What the hell? So what happened, I was reeling, my rod loaded up, I kind of swept to set the hook. It's so cold, the drag just failed, it slipped, and that fish didn't get a hook. I had him on for literally like half a second, then he came off. Damn it. What I have to deal with damn near every 2 minutes. I gotta stop, bring my rod down, and chip out all this ice. Yep, all right, it's time to go. Thank you, fishing gods. This is exactly what I needed today. All right, well, getting off the water here. I'd say it's a success. Caught some fish. And I was really debating on whether or not to come out here when I first stepped out my car when I pulled up. Super windy, super cold. But that, you know what? That's why I stress. Just get out and try it. Whenever you fish, just get out and try it. You never know what you're gonna do. And for me, luckily today, it turned out that I caught a fish. Caught a nice little brown trout. Didn't keep him. Wasn't keeping fish today, but.
Pretty good, man?
I caught a brown trout.
Did you really?
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it's tough. It's cold and tough.
Well, we were just looking at the wind. I mean, it'd be a time to do it over here. See if there was still any ice.
Okay, we are back at the house, and before I continue the video, I just want to talk a little bit about my setup and what I was throwing, what I was catching on. Talked about it a little bit when I was out there casting. So the rod I was using was a Johnny Morris Carbon Light. Now this isn't the 2.0, this isn't the newest one, I think it's the previous generation when they were still good. Let me show you real quick. This was my first ever bait catch rod that I got about 6-7 years ago when I first really started getting into bass fishing. And let me tell you, I beat this thing up. I broke the tip, so it's now probably a 6'8" or a 6'10" versus a 7 foot, which it originally came as. Medium heavy fast action. It's actually a really good all-around rod. What I mean by all-around rod is basically I could throw jigs on this thing, not super heavy like 1 ounce jigs, but I could throw, you know, some 1/2 ouncers, 3/4 ounces maybe at the most. But I could throw jigs on here, I could throw crankbaits on here. The tip was soft enough, the action was soft enough. I threw Senkos, I threw worms, I mean I threw dang near everything, topwater frogs. And that's really just because this was my first ride, so it was my only ride really at that time. Now, moving on to the reel. Ah yes, the good old Shimano Curado. This is a Shimano Curado 70i. 70 stands for the 70 size spool, which means it's going to be shallower than, let's say, a 150. Shallower spool obviously means less line able to be put on that reel. I think Shimano envisioned when they came out with this reel for it to be flipping. Because when you're flipping, you really don't need too much line on a reel because you're not making a bomb cast out there. I've got 14-pound Sunline FC Sniper on there, which I find is a pretty good fluorocarbon line because it does have a little bit of stretch in it, which is key for those reaction style baits like crankbaits, jerkbaits, and even spoons. But back to the reel. So the reel is, I have it in a left-hand retrieve, and it is a 7.2 to 1 gear ratio. Hence, going back to what I said earlier of Shimano's envisioning this thing to be a flipping reel, they only have the higher gear ratios, that being 7.2 to 1 and 8.1 to 1, I believe. Higher gear ratios are usually used for flipping, but they are used for other things too. I think this reel is pretty cool, and this is actually my second time using it ever. First time I was flipping, and so I wasn't making bomb casts out there, so I wanted to make bomb casts and see how it casted basically, so that's why I brought it today. I honestly think that this is a cool reel. I mean, it's a nice solid reel. I mean, Shimano makes great reels. The gears are fantastic, and this features the SVS Infinity braking system, so that's really cool. For the bait, all I was using was a KO wobbler. It was a 3/4 of an ounce, cream and baby blue, I believe. But on to the exciting news. Hey, hit 200 subs. That is awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing and watching and liking and commenting and everything that you guys do to help me with this channel. I appreciate it so much. 200 people watching my videos. I'm a scrub. I didn't think anybody wanted to watch me, but apparently you guys do, and you like what I do, and I'm glad, and I'll keep doing it. So, since we're growing steadily now, I'm gonna go ahead and say, would you guys like to see when we hit 300 subs? Would you guys like to see a giveaway? I will probably end up giving away a reel and maybe some baits like some soft plastics and crankbaits or something, some frogs, I don't know. Let me know below if you guys want to see a 300 sub giveaway, and I will 120% make that happen. You guys are awesome. You rock. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I mean, let me know. I really think I'm gonna do it. I just want to know if you guys think that's a good idea or not. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I guess don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I am peacing out, digging it, feeling good, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Southside Fishing. Peace.